Hey everyone, it's Emily Williams, the founder of iHeart My Life, and I have Dr. Tilean Clark here with me. I'm so excited to speak to her. It's been a while since we've spoken directly, so this is such a treat. So before I move forward, I just want to have my team tell me whether this is actually streaming, so we can make sure we don't have any technical difficulties. So Katie will be sending me a message in a second, and then we're going to dive right in. All right, Katie says we're good. So before I get into Tilean's amazing story, I literally have a list that I want to read out of all the things that she's done in the past, I don't even know, year and a half or so, probably less than that. But before we go any further, I just want to share, if you missed it from the previous video, the interview that I did with Lynn, we have the iHeart Coaching program open for waiting list people only and all of you who are viewing this live. So if you go to iHeartCoaching.com, you'll see that there's a special page that's been created just for you where you can get the early bird pricing. And this is a program for anyone who wants to start and grow their online coaching business. So today I'm interviewing 6 amazing women who have all been through the program, one of which is Tilean. And this is your opportunity to start your business and to become that online coach that you're dreaming of, to serve amazing clients, to really make an impact on the world and transform your own life and your bank account at the same time. So we're going to share more about that at the end of this interview, but let's turn it over to Tilean. So Tilean, we're both in London talking about how amazing the weather is today. It's basically like spring over here. And I'm just so grateful to have you on. Like I said, you are such a bright light in the program. I can't even tell everyone, the energy that you brought to the room. I have so many pictures of you hugging everyone at the live event and people just being so excited to meet you. So tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Yeah, sure. Hello, Emily, and hello, everyone watching. So I am a mindset coach and business strategist for female entrepreneurs. My background is chartered psychologist. I've got over 10 years experience in behavior change, and I work with women that have a business and they are driven to get to that next level. So that's the type of client that I attract. And yeah, just being a part of the program was a phenomenal experience.
Yeah, so tell us, before we talk about all your results and everything that's happened recently, tell us where you were before the program, because I think your journey is really interesting.
Yeah, so before the program, I had my own business, which was a health psychology consultancy that I'd set up. And that was more kind of contracting, freelancing, and it was going pretty well, but I knew it wasn't my soul inspired business. It wasn't what I was called to do. And so I had set up drtilean.com and I'd started it, and it was my soul business, and I was so excited. And I was like, how do I make money from a soul business? Like, it just felt out of alignment because it was something that I knew I was called to do. And I just felt really petrified about making money through that business.
Because you didn't have a PhD attached to it, or what was scaring you?
Yeah, because I had my PhD, and also because I've always grown up around people that have worked their way up in companies. I'd never been around entrepreneurs before. I didn't know any entrepreneurs. So it was just really like, how do I work my way up in my own soul-based business and have a life that could be free and fun and actually make money and be serving people? It just seemed a bit kind of out of reach.
Yeah, I get that for sure. And if everyone's listening, definitely give Tilean some hearts if anything resonates with you. So hi, Lynn. Hi, Joanne. Lovely to see you guys. So you couldn't really figure out the tangible steps about how in the world this would work, yet just like Lynn said, you felt really called to do this. And I love the phrase, your soul business. So many people will resonate with that. So for you, was it that thing that you just couldn't ignore anymore? It just kept, coming to you. You had this dream and this desire in your heart to make it happen. Tell us a little bit more about why you felt so called to do this work, because you already had a lot of things going on with the PhD and your work as a psychologist. So what was it about this work?
Yeah, I wanted to be working directly with women, and I wanted to be really supporting them to make drastic changes, mindset shifts, so they could really elevate their life. Many people out there hold themselves back from going to that next level for so many reasons, similar reasons that I had as well. And so for me, it was, I had already been feeling that calling and acting on that calling. I had my branding in place, my website in place, my programs in place. I literally had it all together. And that was done 2 weeks before I signed up to iHeart Coaching. So I was in quite a different, unique place than some of the other ladies on the course. But I had made zero money in my business, even though it had been 2 weeks. I'm quite impatient working on that. And I had made $0. I had a list of 183 women, and I saw a tele class of yours, and I listened to it because I'd seen you a while around, and I was like, oh, she's interesting, but she's made a load of money, and I don't know if I want to make loads of money. I felt really kind of icky around money. And so the telecast, and you spoke about impatient and just really hearing you as a person, and you were so soul-based as well. I really resonated with you, and I was like, I need to learn from somebody that has been able to really create a level of success for herself very quickly.
Amazing. So tell us how you felt when you were signing up for the program. Was there any hesitation, any fears, anything coming up for you?
There wasn't really hesitation, in the sense of, I heard the telecast, I heard you spoke to my heart, and it was more about really understanding already that you had had a level of success where you had been able to elevate your business quite quickly, and I had my business, and that's what I was looking to do too. So the hesitation, successful people make decisions quickly and change their mind slowly. I made my decision pretty quickly and whipped the first payment on my credit card. And I had no idea how I'd make the rest of the money, right? So the fear around it was that I had no idea how I would make the rest of my the money to pay you. Right? So that was scary. But I trusted and believed that this was exactly what I was supposed to be doing next for some reason.
I think that's the key. Your dream and the calling was bigger than that fear. Because for a lot of people, that fear would be that thing that would stop them. If they don't know how they're going to make the rest of the payments, or they don't know how they're going to move forward with this, then they wouldn't move forward at all, because they don't have their focus on the desire. They have their focus on the fear. So I think that's the key point here, because those fears were there for you. They're always going to be there. We all have them, but it's what we choose to do with them and how we choose to take action despite that fear that matters. So since you signed up for the program, so tell everyone, do you remember what month and year that was?
I signed up March last year. I signed up really early. You were still in early bird. We didn't get started till May. And I signed up. You was doing money bonuses. I wanted to know about money. So yeah, that was a year ago. Yeah, well, a year ago.
A little over a year, yeah. Great. So you sent this list over to me, and I'm just going to read it because it's super long. So basically, for everyone listening, I asked Tilean to share what has changed since she started the program, the iHeart Coaching program. So, hey, Gloria, thank you for the nice, she says, hi, ladies, beautiful interview. You're so welcome. So since the program started, Tilean, I asked her what has changed, and this is what she wrote. So she said, I'm a chartered psychologist with over 10 years experience in mindset and behavior change, and this is my second business. Business success is 80% psychology and mindset. So I'm excited to be helping women who are dedicated to making massive impact in this world succeed and get results. So those are the amazing women that she works with. My signature mindset program, Elevate, is underpinned by psychological theory and works, which is amazing. So she has one-on-one clients and has a program called Elevate. Stop me if I'm getting any of this wrong. Is Elevate a group program?
Elevate, yeah, it's a self-study program that my one-on-one clients get complimentary.
Amazing. So you've combined psychology with coaching, which is incredible. So then you also said, I've inspired people via social media in every continent across the globe and have worked with clients in Canada, America, France, UK, and Asia. I have a growing team and have worked with Facebook ad specialists, web developers, branding expert, and my own personal coach on mindset and strategy. Also a virtual assistant and freelance psychologist and a personal trainer who keeps you on point. I have gone from $0 in my business and a small following of just over 100 people to consistent money months in the first month of my business, the same month of joining iHeart Coaching, and a list of over 1,000, which grows daily. I've been entered I have been entered and finalized for a Startup Business of the Year for the 11th Annual Precious Awards. That's huge. I have been hired in a top corporate organization in the UK to provide workshops on mindset for success. And then you've been interviewed about your story. I don't know who Milan is. Who is she?
Yes, it's an online magazine.
Oh, okay.
Coached me when I was in Barbados to
Incredible.
find out about my story. Yeah.
I love it, Tilean. So you said all of this stuff has happened, and you, since like a little over a year, because we actually started the program last May. So all of that has happened in a little bit over a year. So tell us in your own words how your life has also transformed in addition to all these business shifts.
Yeah, my life has transformed in a way where it's much more free and flow-based and fun. The work I do, I absolutely adore. And I am location-free. And so, you know, in June, I spent the whole month in Barbados working. And so it's just really to have my business totally online.
Yeah.
And just be able to work with women that I adore, and they're like soulmate clients is just incredible. And the other ways that it's been able to change my life is just being able to have made money in my business consistently, but also be able to just really change people's lives. And every day I just really thank, I'm so thankful to God for like this blessing and being able to just follow my direction and being able to show up to the world and being able to serve them.
Love it. And so for you, I really want people to understand some of the tangible things that have shifted for you and the steps that you've taken to get these results. So tell us what has really helped you in your business in the past 14 months.
Yeah, what helped me is one, about the mindset around money. I had learned mindset and behavior change for years and had never touched on money, right? And so that was a real eye-opener, learning about that from you. And that really started spiraling. I'm so like always learning more around the mindset around money and wealth consciousness and also business success. Because that's really going to help and has helped my business elevate and helps my clients' businesses elevate too. So that was one of the...
there for 1 second, because I know you don't know that I'm going to share this, but I remember one story in particular where you got on one of the iHeart coaching calls and you were literally freaking out about buying like Nike workout clothes or something because you never purchased label workout clothes. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I remember that call so vividly, and I was like crying about like, oh my goodness, I was getting ready for a photo shoot. So although I had done my branding already, I never done a photo shoot. And so I booked to do a photo shoot and I wanted to prepare, and we spoke about getting, being visible on the brand and stuff. And who do I want to be?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm loving exercise and how it transforms my life. And I would like to go and purchase some Nike workout wear. And I was petrified that people would judge me. They wouldn't want to work with me. I'd lose all my friends and family. Like it was just, my mindset just went crazy, and you had to really reel me in. That was incredible.
And that's not a rare occurrence. I mean, as you said, the money mindset work, it's not something we grow up doing. And we all have these patterns around money and these fears based on what we learned from our parents and society. And we take that into our business and into our adulthood. So trust me, you are not alone. Every single call, there's some element of money mindset work that comes up for people. And I still do my own work around it, of course. So I just love that story because it's such a common one, and it paints the picture of some of those things that we struggle with that are just true energy sucks. You know, if we do this mindset work and clear these blocks and have these shifts, we'll have so much more energy to devote to our business and the stuff that, you know, really will move the needle and help us serve our clients in a big way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So the number one thing was the money mindset work, or one of the things that has shifted things for you. What else?
Yeah. Connections. So I have made amazing connections through iHeart Coaching, not only friends, but even business connections as well. And that has just been phenomenal. Yesterday, I was masterminding with ladies from iHeart Coaching 2 and 1 at the London Corinthia Hotel. And, you know, that was amazing to just come together.
I didn't know that. You know, that's awesome.
Fun. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, I mean, we have clients all over the world. So a lot of you in London now, and of course the US. So anything else that shifted things for you?
I would say as well, just really going through, like, I had built my business, but just going through all the different modules and components. I am always approach anything that I do with a beginner's mind. And so there was no kind of cockiness or arrogance from me, and like, well, I kind of done that, so skip that module. I just went through everything with a beginner's mind, and that was really helpful for me because I was able to learn and re-go through systems and structures that I had put in place and tweak them or amend them or improve them and take them to that next level. So I really did learn through the program despite having that business in place already.
Incredible. And I love how you have brought, you know, your previous education and all of the work that you've done that I know is so important to you into your current business. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because I know a lot of people feel that they've gotten these degrees and, you know, done all these things, and they wonder how that can be brought into their business or how they should even feel about it. Was it a waste of time now that they have this soul business on their heart? So can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, psychology and business success is such a massive topic that people don't look into until they need it. Like, they might be struggling to get to that next level and then start thinking, okay, maybe I've got a mindset block that's stopping me from getting there. And so initially I'd gone through all these academic qualifications and thinking that was the way forward to my path. Which in some ways it was, but it's not always the case for every person. I really learned loads around behavior change, around people's abilities to transform and really elevate themselves in different circumstances. And so I have been able to bring that into my business now. As I say, the Elevate program is underpinned by behavior change models, and really helps people understand how they can change their brain into a way that thrives rather than in a way that just keeps them in survival mode and keeps them in that small comfort zone. So it really helps them address that, as well as loads of other components as well. And just being able to work with people on some things within their mindset that they don't even realize. Such as, you know, victimhood, which was something I had to work through myself, or a proven cycle, and, you know, just different things, and being able to explain to my clients and help them work through how they're actually keeping themselves on a level they really don't want to be on.
Incredible. And so what would you say to the person who has this degree and is starting to feel like, oh, you know, I wasted time there. How can I move on to coaching? You know, shouldn't I just stick with what I've always done? What would you say to her?
Yeah, like, coaching is so, it can be translated into all different industries, you know, and if you're someone out there that has got a qualification or a skill, and you're like, you know, whether that's yoga or marketing or design or whatever it is that's your bag, and you done it because at one point you was passionate, and maybe that passion's gone because you're like, how do I create a livelihood that, gives me fun and freedom and I make money from it? You can really look on a greater level and be able to see, okay, I can bring this into a way where I'm actually serving people and helping people create transformation in their lives. And that can be done through coaching.
Yeah, I totally agree. And how has this transformed the lives of the people in your life? So whether it's friends or family, I often say we never know who's watching. And when we go for our dreams, it often gives other people permission to do the same. So talk a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. Like my mum, you can see her money mindset's changed. My sister, my nieces and nephews. I've got 7 now, nieces and nephews,
Wow.
and the older ones are really shifting into their direction of what they want to do. They can do absolutely anything, and that's been inspired through me going after my dreams. And that is amazing. I have next to me, my nieces put together a card and they're like, thank you, Auntie, for inspiring us that we can do anything in the world that we want to do, and that has just been amazing. And also my closest friends, I have seen them really elevate and change their lives in ways that I wouldn't even imagine. And that has just been phenomenal.
Beautiful. Yeah, I know that you have a really special relationship with your mom and your sister, so I thought that might be the case. Yeah. So a few more questions for you. What would you say has surprised you the most about this journey as a new coach?
What surprised me the most is that it's possible. It's totally possible. Whatever you dream of is possible for you, and it does take some consistent and persistent effort on your part.
Yeah.
And that's something you repeat time and time again.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize, it is a lot of work. It's totally worth it. But I think it's kind of like until you have, I'm not a mother yet, but, people say when you have a baby, you can't even imagine what it's like until you have that baby. And sometimes the business feels like your baby, right? Yeah. And so there's a lot of things that you might not expect, all, totally worth it. But I think that's what comes up for me is just, it's in a lot of ways it is what I expected, but in a lot of ways it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you just have to go through, there's growing pains and you will get through it, but I wouldn't change it for the world what I do.
Yeah, no, not at all. So what are you most excited for? So we're in August 2017. What are you most excited about from now until the end of the year?
I'm excited for a couple of things. So I got this Startup Business of the Year award ceremony that's happening next month in London. So I'm really excited about that.
Can we vote for you? What is the voting process?
There's going to be a voting process. So I can share how to vote for me. That would be great. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited about that. And then there's the as well on Monday, I'm reopening the doors for my Fly with Dr. Tilean program, which is my one-on-one, really intense program, which includes a one-on-one retreat as well in Barbados. So I'm excited to see the new women that come in there. That's really exciting as well.
Wow. So you have self-study, group program, one-on-one, you're hosting retreats, and all of that has come to fruition in 14 months.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's quite breathtaking. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. You and Lynn are having me on the verge of tears. Both these interviews. I don't know if I'm going to make it all day. I just love the work that you're doing, and you just have such a beautiful heart and spirit. I'm so happy for all those clients that get to connect with you.
Yeah.
And so what would you say for anyone who's considering moving forward with their coaching business and joining iHeart Coaching, but they're on the fence and something's holding them back?
Oh, just absolutely do it. Like, life is too short. None of us know when our last day is. And,
Mm.
like, literally, like, live like you really want to share that message. And somebody's out there that has got in their heart to have a really powerful coaching business that really impacts people's lives, then now is the time. And I say all the time, like, I speak about delay tactics all the time, and we can do so many delay tactics in our lives and say we're going to wait till our house solds, wait till we buy a house, wait till we have children or not have children, or so many different things. But just do it. Like, there will never be the perfect time that everything's gonna be all lined up and like, oh yeah, I'll do it now.
Yeah, and we've all experienced that. I'm sure even I'm having a little bit of an echo here. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
I can hear you.
I know that for a lot of people, one of the dreams that they have is to write a book. And that's one of the things that I know for me keeps getting pushed back and back and back and back. And we can do that with everything. And oftentimes we do. And so, you said earlier, successful people make decisions quickly. And I truly have seen that in my own life. And, that place of limbo of going back and forth and then eventually talking yourself out of your dreams, for me, that's the saddest thing, because so many people are so close and it just takes that one decision.
Absolutely. And so many people, unfortunately, do get to end of life with dreams that they never got to fulfill. And that, I think, is a really sad thing. And so if you do have something really cool in your heart and it feels in alignment and you feel like this is really what I'm supposed to be doing, go for it.
Love it. So anyone who's ready to go for it, you can go to iHeartCoaching.com and get the special early bird pricing. You'll get to save $1,500 and enroll in the program before anyone else. So I'm just sharing this with those of you watching this video and those people on the waiting list. So excited to have you in the program. And if you have any questions, you can email us at info@iheartmylife.com. So Dr. Tilean Clark, thank you so much for your time today and for inspiring so many women. Your journey is incredible. I know it's just the start, so can't even imagine what's to come in the next few years, but we're going to be watching.
Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.